Learn and listen to English through stories with slow, easy, and clear speech. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy it. Let's begin. The Light in the Dark Cell. Can a man in prison change a country? Nelson Mandela was born in 1918 in a small village in South Africa. He grew up with big dreams. He wanted all people, black and white, to live together in peace. But in his country, a bad law called apartheid made life hard for black people. They could not vote, go to good schools, or live in nice places. Mandela said, "This is wrong," and he fought to stop it. In 1962, Mandela was a young lawyer and a leader. He spoke loud against apartheid. The government did not like this. They called him a troublemaker and put him in jail. In 1964, they sent him to Robben Island, a prison on a small, rocky island far from land. The cell was tiny, just a bed, a bucket, and a thin mat. The walls were cold stone, and the window was small, showing only a gray sky. Mandela was 46 years old. The judge said, "You will stay here forever." Life in prison was hard. Every day, Mandela woke up at 5 a.m. when the guards shouted. He wore a thin shirt and shorts, even in the cold wind. The guards made him break big rocks with a hammer under the hot sun. His hands hurt, and his back ached. They gave him little food, thin soup, and hard bread. Sometimes he felt hungry all day. The guards were mean. They said, "You are nothing here." But Mandela did not give up. He looked at the other prisoners, men like him, locked away for fighting apartheid. He saw their sad faces and tired eyes. Mandela decided to help them. He could not leave the prison, but he could make it better. He talked to them in secret, away from the guards' ears. "We are strong," he whispered. "They can take our freedom, but not our hearts." The men listened, and their eyes grew brighter. Mandela loved to learn. In his village, he went to school and read books. In prison, he asked for paper and a pen. The guards said no at first, but he kept asking. One day, they gave him a small notebook. He wrote letters to his family, his wife, Winnie, and his children. He told them, "I am okay. Keep fighting." He also wrote about his dreams for South Africa, a place with no hate, only peace. Writing made him feel free, even behind bars. The guards watched him all the time. They took his letters sometimes and laughed. "No one will read this," they said. But Mandela smiled. He knew his words were strong. He taught the other prisoners to read and write too. They sat in the dirt, using sticks to make letters. "Knowledge is power," he told them. Some men learned their first words in that dark prison. They called him teacher. Years passed. 5, 10, 20. Mandela's hair turned gray and his body grew weak. He missed the sun, the trees, and his family. One day, a guard hit him because he spoke too loud. Mandela fell, but he stood up again. "You cannot break me," he said. The guard looked surprised. Mandela's courage spread. The prisoners started to sing songs of freedom. Their voices went over the walls, into the wind. Outside, the world heard about Mandela. People in big cities, London, New York, Cape Town, marched in the streets. They held signs, "Free Nelson Mandela." His story grew bigger than the prison. In South Africa, black people fought harder because of him. The government felt scared. They knew Mandela was not just a man in a cell. He was a light they could not turn off. In 1980, after 18 years on Robben Island, they moved him to a new prison. It was still hard, but he could see grass and talk to more people. He kept writing and teaching. By 1990, the world shouted so loud that the government had to listen. On February 11th, 1990, they opened the prison doors. Mandela walked out, 71 years old, with a big smile. He had been in jail for 27 years, but he was not angry. He said, "Let's build a new South Africa together." 4 years later, in 1994, Mandela became the first black president of South Africa. People voted for him, black and white together. He stood tall, his voice strong, and said, "We are free now." The country changed because of him. That day in prison, when he chose hope over hate, made him a hero. Mandela sat in his new home, looking at the sky. He thought about the dark cell, the rocks, and the songs. He asked himself, can one man's fight bring peace? The answer was yes. His life showed the world that even in the hardest times, you can find light and share it.